New tonight, we now know the state is cutting ties with nearly 3,500 of its Medicaid providers. That's more than half. It's an effort, they say, to cut fraud, but critics call the process rushed, saying it's putting the lives of the most vulnerable at risk. Jennifer Hoff's here now, continuing our extensive coverage of this issue. Jennifer?
Lauren, the Department of Human Services had 6 months to revalidate nearly 6,000 of those providers after the Trump administration said that it was withholding billions of Medicaid funding. New DHS data shows only 59 providers were referred for further fraud review, as lawmakers are now weighing in on what happens next.
So, this is my life.
The legislature isn't in session.
Launching off.
But that's not stopping longtime Republican lawmaker Jim Abler from meeting voters in Anoka ahead of November's election. Concerned still about issues now.
Hi there. Hi there. Hi, I'm Jim Abler, your senator.
Abler says he's taking calls from concerned Medicaid providers the state recently terminated in an effort to combat fraud. It says to protect $2 billion in federal funding.
To terminate really good providers while you're looking for a fraction of some other ones puts people at risk.
In a matter of months, the Department of Human Services raced to revalidate nearly 6,000 of its providers, which usually happens every 3 years. DHS confirming today it disenrolled more than 3,400 just this week, mostly for incomplete documentation and failed site visits, cutting off any funding, saying it made more than 6,500 follow-up calls, reminding providers about the end of May deadline. Many dispute, including Accord CEO Rita Wiersma, that serves 3,000 people with disabilities.
It's hard to have confidence when you're not communicated to.
DHS even pulling staff from other state agencies to push this process along, one Abler calls flawed.
But if you want to find a bad actor, you go to a good actor. All the different ones that are credible, that have great reviews, and that have compliance departments, instead of treating them all the same. And that's the error.
Abler says lawmakers' hands are tied this time of year, leaving the most vulnerable now in limbo.
It's time for the governor to weigh in himself. He's the governor, still is.
And in a statement late this afternoon, Governor Walz saying he's still encouraging providers to take these important steps to demonstrate that they meet the necessary eligibility standards to continue to help the state weed out any fraud. And by the way, providers do have the chance to appeal, and many tell us, Lauren, that they already have, but some say now they only have enough cash on hand to pay employees for about a month, or now they risk shutting down completely.
Yeah, Jennifer, and that is the real point here, making sure that vulnerable people aren't hurt by this. Thank you.